with Mental Health Chats, and our topic of the month is laughter. And I've been loving this topic so much because I have brought so much laughter into my life. And today we have got the wonderful Lotte Mikkelsen. Hello, Lotte. How are you?
Hi, Claire. I'm really, really well. Thank you so much for asking me. I love that you brought in so much laughter to your life.
I have, and I've
really
been
good.
loving it. And it's so good for our endorphins. And, you know, it just makes us feel so good, doesn't it, Lotte?
It does. And you know what? It's not just endorphins. You wouldn't believe it, but it's actually a whole cocktail of chemicals that are being released. We'll maybe talk about that in a moment.
I think we'll get into the interview. I think I can't wait. So first of all, whereabouts are you based, Lotte? I know
I'm in 𝗵𝗶𝗆𝗀𝗃 in southeast England, so just north of London.
Excellent, excellent. And tell us, who is Lotte Mikkelsen?
Do you know, I actually brand myself as your everyday laughter queen, and this is
where's your crown? Where's your crown?
Yeah. Do you know, I actually went and bought a tiara, but it doesn't fit me.
All right.
But it was actually not coming from being big-headed, because I'm quite a humble person. But I love laughter and I teach it, and some of my students, again and again, I heard them say, "Oh, you are so the laughter queen, aren't you?" So, oh, why not brand a little bit?
Go for it.
But to be honest, I am actually quite a geek.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, my background is in technology and all these 𝗁𝗵𝗲𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗁 and so on. And, you know, it's what I've been doing laughter for 21 years, and I absolutely believe that's my part, but I still love all the techie bits and pieces. But I've been laughing full time for what? Well, when I first started 21 years ago, I didn't do it full time because you got to make a living and so on. So I did it part time, and I loved it. And at some point, the opportunity was there for me to start doing it full time, and that's what I did. The interesting thing is, because you know what, back to the question about who am I, and one of the things we forget when we grow up, and me too, is how much laughter we had when we were children.
Oh yeah.
And of course we can't generalize or anything, but the thing is, I was reminded when I had a reunion with my old class, and you know, we did who's doing what now and so on, and I said I teach people to laugh, and I tell you what, Claire just went completely silent. I was like, what's going on here? And someone said, of course you do, and reminded me how much I used to be laughing and actually be sent out of the classroom. And
oh really, you were one of those?
Actually, I wasn't sent out. I was just, because I used to sit in the back of the class, because that's where you could chat and laugh. Yeah. And I was always brought up forward, because then the teacher could keep an eye on me.
Oh, how lovely, how lovely. So the laughter queen, what do you actually do to be the laughter queen, Lotte?
Do you know, the thing I love about laughter is that it brings around or around, or whatever we choose to call it, it brings about an authenticity in who we are. Because when you start laughing, it starts becoming messy, and the messiness is because you are unraveling all these stored up emotions, all these stored up traumas and things. And it's based on the idea that, you know, when we're laughing and we're allowing ourselves to laugh from our body instead of from up here, then we connect in with these deep emotions and stuff that we've been storing up. And I don't know about you, but I know a lot of people who are, including myself, who's very good at bottling up things. So so one of the things that happened to me was when I started laughing every day, because at the beginning it was like, okay, I'm building up my business, but I also have my job and so on.
Yes.
So in 2008, that was when I started laughing every day. And there's a whole story around that as well. But when I started laughing every day, suddenly all this came up, and I thought, oh no, I can't be crying and screaming because I'm supposed to be laughing. And it just came out. And do you know what happened was, it just created an amazing balance in life. Instead of being, oh, I have to be laughing, but it doesn't feel right. So when you allow yourself to feel all the emotions, which is a good thing, you're not internally, you're not storing it up and suddenly exploding out with aches and pains and diseases and so on, because that's what happens, isn't it, when we're not addressing things. And so yeah, I feel I feel really so close to laughter as an amazing transformational tool. And I teach it to individuals, but I also run workshops in corporate businesses, which I absolutely love, because I feel I got a story to tell. Also because I have a background in corporate businesses, so I know about the stress and all the different ups and downs and dips that we can go through.
That's
But
amazing.
you can be healthy as anything, or you can have any conditions, and I still think you can benefit from laughter. So
amazing. So
so
you run
yeah, so
lots of workshops, you run one-to-one sessions, and you also do keynotes to rooms full of 1,000 people. That's amazing. Yeah.
But I also, you know, the because you know, there's lots of things happen in life, don't we? And we all have our backstories and so on. I always find, you know what, other people have more interesting backstories than me, and when I hear other people's stories, I think, oh, do you know what, I'm not going to tell mine. But you know, one of the things that happened, and I said to you, in 2008 I started laughing every day, and it was because I was diagnosed with MS. And it was a really, really big eye-opener in so many ways, where I couldn't have imagined it, even if I tried. My sister died in 91 with MS, and you know, in one family to have 2 people who suddenly live with MS is like, you just don't.
So is that why you're so passionate about laughter?
Yeah, because I chose laughter over medication.
Yeah, that's amazing, Lotte.
Yeah,
Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, because you know what, one of the things I said with you know, endorphins, we were talking about at the beginning, yeah, and endorphins is our natural happy chemical, but it also is the chemical that counterbalances stress hormones like cortisol. And when you lower stress, and this was my thought, that if you reduce stress, you're more able to fight off or avoid these relapses you get in MS. And here we are, what, 15 years on, and still laughing.
You are amazing. That's so fantastic. So you have just brought so much joy into my life just in the last however many minutes. So what I would love is, do you mind doing a laughter exercise?
Oh, I'd love to.
That would be great. So I'm going to do it. I can't wait for this.
Yeah, that's a really good idea, because I could talk for England for sure.
You're making me laugh. You just brought back memories, actually. I went to school. I was really good friends with these 3 girls who did not stop laughing. And I went to school in Sydney, so I don't get to see my friends from school often. And one of them came over to London. I hadn't seen her for 30 years. And we sat for about 5 hours and laughed for 5 hours. They always made me laugh. And it just is such a tonic. It's amazing. It's such a tonic. So let's do a laughter exercise. I'm really excited.
Can I just say on that, because I love that. And this is the thing, you know, when we're together with the right people and we feel safe and we can laugh and really just laugh our heads off, I think the expression is, that's great. But the thing is, we're not always with these people. And that's why the laughter exercises are great.
Let's do one. Let's do one.
Yeah. So you know what, one of the things you can do very easily, and this is for everyone, is when you wake up in the morning, and lots of people go to the bathroom first thing, when you pass the mirror on the way, and this is a really good one, because nothing's ever perfect in the morning, not for me anyway. So when you look in the mirror, just go, ha, 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 ha.
Okay, so.
It's not a real laugh. It's not a real laugh, but the intention and the willingness, and by saying ha ha ha, your lips lift up, and that connects in with that biochemical change that start happening. So ha ha ha. But when you leave and you're ready for the day, you just turn the thumbs and go ha ha ha.
So ha 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 ha.
But you know what, that's just an easy one, because everyone likes, not everyone, but most people like a really good cup of tea or coffee in the morning. And here's a really good one, because we mix our favorite drink here. It could be hot chocolate, or it could be hot water with lemon and mint and all that stuff in, but we have our ingredients, and it goes like this.
Oh gosh.
Because sometimes we drink it too hot, don't we? So let's do one, yeah?
Okay.
Ready?
Okay.
And laughter is such an instant facelift if you think about it, because first of all, you move all the muscles you haven't, like ha 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 and woo, woo, woo. You're using a lot of muscles, yeah. But when you're going and your face lifts up, instant facelift.
Can we do that again? Because
yes, we can, definitely.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep. It's ridiculous. So these are the exercises you get people to do in the workplace, are they?
Yeah, do you know, everybody likes to get together and laugh. And one of the really good quotes I love is, people who have fun get more done. And it's
I like
true.
that.
Yeah, it's true. And it rhymes, doesn't it? That's an even better thing. But the thing is, a lot of people grow up thinking they have to be serious to achieve and serious to be in a workplace, because otherwise they're not taken seriously. Where actually, when we can have a good laugh together, we work so much better. But the thing is, in workplaces, it's often that banter and the joking and so on. And sometimes it's at someone else's expense. And that's where it becomes unhealthy. And that's where laughter exercises are just so great at having at hand. Yeah, you can even like clear your mind with a mental floss. We should do that when we clean our teeth.
We should.
Good evening. Yeah.
I love that. So people who have fun get more done.
Yeah.
And let's have some micro affirmations through laughter, not microaggressions, through that banter that can be too personal. I love that.
It can, yeah.
That is so true. So Lotte, I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who would love to get in touch. So where can people find you?
Well, lots of places, but but maybe the easiest one is to go to 𝗵𝗆𝘆𝗹𝗶𝘀𝘁𝘀, because that's, you don't have to remember whether there are too many K's in Mikkelsen or it ends in son or so. So 𝗵𝗆𝘆𝗹𝗆𝘀𝘁𝘀, and then I'll send you off to other places as well, like unitedmind.co.uk.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much, Lotte, for making me laugh. I feel so great now. Bringing laughter into so many people's lives. That's such a wonderful, wonderful story.
Thank you so much for asking me.
Thank you. And take care.
You too.